Wladimir Klitschko on Facebook, answering questions that have been sent into the Sky Sports Facebook page. So here we go. Are you ready, Wladimir?
I am.
Okay, first one comes in from Gavin Howe, and it says, if you beat Fury, would you want to target a fight with Anthony Joshua next year?
I think that Anthony Joshua first has to fight on December, I don't know exactly
12th.
the date, 12th. And let's do it step by step. First of all, I need to conquer Tyson Fury. Then Anthony needs to take care of his business. And then next year we'll see how the cookie crumbles.
Okay, next one comes in from Jack Bolton, and he says, after being dominant for so long, now is the WBC title and holding all 4 world title belts a priority for you before retirement?
I've been trying to get the WBC title and to unify all of the titles, and due to some internal boxing politics it was impossible. So right now Deontay Wilder is the champion of WBC. He has his mandatory fight against Alexander Povetkin, so we'll see how that's gonna go. And obviously it would be nice to unify all of the titles, and if that for some reason will not work, then doesn't matter, I'm the champ.
Next one comes in from Max Hallam, who says, which heavyweight do you feel poses the biggest threat to you and gives you the toughest time in the ring?
The biggest threat and the scariest and dominant heavyweight is sitting in the front of this camera. I'm not even kidding. The fight against myself is the worst fight, because usually if you fight yourself, philosophically speaking, you're gonna lose or win. But it's the toughest opponent, so I hope that none of you guys gonna face yourself to fight yourself and with yourself. But otherwise, any other opponent that I'm facing or was facing, I'm going to face, are dangerous, and I cannot snooze. I cannot lose my attention, my focus, because I know that's gonna have bad consequences. So failure is not an option for me.
Next question comes from Stuart Weatherall, and he says, do you think you will leave a positive legacy on heavyweight boxing?
I will not decide what I'm gonna leave as a legacy. You guys out there decide, and I'll let you to decide. I'm enjoying myself as an insider and inside of the boxing ring, and I do boxing because I love what I do, and I'm enjoying myself, and everything else gonna come afterwards. When I retire, you guys decide, whatever or wherever you wanna put me in history or as a legacy.
Okay, this one comes in from Mike Francis Charles Parparis, which is a long name. Do you think Tyson Fury is going to be a world champion even if he loses to you?
I believe that any heavyweight contender, and Tyson Fury is official contender for 2 versions, WBO and WBA, so he definitely deserves the title shot. And obviously if somebody is standing as a number 1, want to become a champion, could become a champion. Question is, if the champion gonna allow him to become a champion. So I'm not gonna make it too complicated, but I would say anyone has a chance. And I know the slogan of my brother's motivational side, impossible is nothing.
Moving on to Sarah Easty, and she writes, if you could fight any of the past champions, who would you choose and why?
Please, 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 don't put me in the ring with anybody from the history, because the attitude of a champion is, doesn't matter who's in front of me, I'm gonna conquer him. So I don't want to put myself with Tyson, Mike Tyson, or Evander Holyfield, or Joe Louis, or Rocky Marciano, because I know their attitude. We cannot ask them, so don't ask me who is gonna win. So I will let the champions be in history, and I admire them, and I'm still looking actually up to them. So now's my time, and doesn't matter who's at the front of me, I'm gonna take care of business.
This one comes in from Peter Lovell. Which current boxer do you rate as the best apart from yourself?
As the best currently, well, we have Deontay Wilder as WBC champion, so you have to give credit. He's a champion. He has defeated his title once or twice already, and I think that to probably top 5 are belonging. Tyson Fury is definitely there. Anthony Joshua is there. I think that even Dylan White is there, so he's a top contender too. I believe that there are some other names that I haven't mentioned yet, but they're still pretty good, and some of them were my sparring partners in training camps, and they showed tremendous skills. So we'll see how they're gonna develop themselves, and suddenly they're gonna pop up like Mike Tyson one day. He was 20 years old, and nobody would have thought that he could be or could become the most dominant and famous heavyweight in history.
This question moves on from that one then. This comes in from Ryan Jason Taffinder, who asks, after years of below par heavyweights, has the current crop of up-and-comers given you a new lease of life and motivation?
Well, that's true. There's a lot of people that give me motivation, but also my professionalism. I'm a true professional athlete, and boxing, that's actually the best thing in my life, what I can do at the best. That's my motivation, to become better, to raise the bar, to find out where the peak of the mountain of my performance. I don't know what the peak of the mountain is. Everybody's looking for it as well, so I'm keep on going. You never stand still, because that means you're gonna fall back. So I'm just moving forward.
And this one comes from Matt Donnyclough. What's your favourite flavour of crisps?
Have you ever tried cheesecake at 12 o'clock midnight with a cup of tea? So good.
Better than crisps.
Better than crisps.
Okay, we've got a few questions that have come in from some of the British boxers here. This one comes in from one of our cruiserweights, Tony Bellew. He says, do you genuinely believe this guy, I think he means Tyson Fury, has any chance of defeating you by a knockout?
Anyone that weighs over 100 kilos, which I don't know in stones, can be dangerous. Anyone. So you cannot underestimate. And there's a lot of motivation. Sometimes people are even better at the fight night than they usually are. And because of their motivation, if they're really motivated and really want to make it. So I'm expecting from my opponents to be better than they usually are. And so I'm expecting from Tyson Fury as well.
Okay, this one comes in from our welterweight world champion, James DeGale. Which one meant more to you? Winning the... this one comes in from super middleweight champion, James DeGale, sorry. James DeGale says, which one means more to you? Winning the Olympic gold medal or your first world title?
Olympic gold medal was the entrance into the big world of sports. Without Olympic gold medal, I wouldn't be sitting here and talking to you guys. That was my motivation to keep on going, to switch to the professional ring, and it changed my life. And I remember before I went to the Olympics, one of Mr. Borzov, the multiple Olympic champion in light athletic, he was Minister of Sports of Ukraine, he said, guys, you should be so motivated, because if any of you gonna win any medal, especially gold medal, from that point of life, your life is gonna be changed to the better. So that happened in my case. I'm definitely a big fan of Olympic Games, and Olympic sport made me who I am. I cannot underestimate my first title, which I won 4 years later, when I was 24. There was something also great and good, but the highlight is probably the Olympic gold.
Finally, this one comes in from bantamweight world champion Jamie McDonnell, who I'm sure you know is a twin. He asked the question, I know you're not a twin, obviously, but do people ever stop you in the street and ask you for an autograph, thinking it's Vitaly?
I have a better story for you guys. I am in city of Kiev, and I have like a little demonstration of people, little elder people, and as soon as they saw me, they got into me and they said, listen, our streets are bad. We have no light, we have no hot water, we have so many issues and problems. And I said, people, how can I help you? They said, listen, you're a mayor of the city, you can help us. I said, you're so damn wrong about it, because I'm not. They asked me, did you resign? I said, no, because I have a brother that is the mayor of the city.
Wladimir, thank you very much indeed for talking to us, and best of luck with your fight on November the 28th.
Thank you very much.